Welcome back to Kat's Kitchen. My name is Kat, and today I'm going to show you how to make a homemade vanilla bean syrup. This syrup is great in coffees, teas, frappuccinos, over pancakes, however you like to use a homemade syrup. This recipe is delicious, and it's only 4 total ingredients. So, things you'll need: 1 cup of granulated cane sugar, 1 cup of purified water, 1 tablespoon of vanilla bean paste. This one I bought at Walmart. Looks like this. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. I like flaky sea salt. I get it from Amazon, but you can use whatever salt you like. And that's it. So simple. For equipment, you just need a saucepan. This is a 2-quart saucepan. This is plenty big. Then you need a spoon just to mix things together. And then some sort of storing vessel. I like mason jars. I also like these syrup bottles. However you like to store your syrup. In the fridge, you need a storing vessel. So let's get started with the recipe. I'm gonna show you just how easy peasy this recipe is. Add in your sugar into your saucepan, add in the salt, and then add in your water. Again, this is a vanilla bean syrup. If you want just a regular vanilla, just use vanilla extract instead of vanilla bean paste. Both of them are fabulous, and the process is the exact same. Now I'm just stirring the sugar, water, salt together to make sure the sugar is dissolving just a little bit. We are not adding the vanilla bean paste just yet. We'll do that at the end. Right now, Right now, we're just essentially making a simple syrup on the stove: sugar, water, salt. Put it on your stove, turn the burner all the way up, and we're gonna bring this to a roaring boil. Lots and lots of bubbles. It should take 2 to 5-ish minutes depending on how fast your stove heats up, and also depending on how big your saucepan is. All right, that took no time at all. The syrup has come to a roaring boil. Lots and lots of bubbles. So just turn the heat down to a low simmer. My stove is like a 5 for a low to medium simmer, and just let this mixture simmer for 10 full minutes. Alexa, set a 10-minute timer. All right, it's been 10 minutes of simmering. Just going to turn off the burner and remove the saucepan off the burner as well. The syrup has been simmering for 10 minutes. This right now is what is called a simple syrup, or a cane sugar syrup. This is the exact same thing as the Starbucks classic syrup. Just sugar, water, salt, you bring it to a boil, and now you have a simple syrup, or just a unflavored sweetener. You can add this to teas, coffees, to sweeten a beverage without changing its flavor. Since this is a vanilla bean syrup recipe, I'm gonna add in my vanilla bean paste now. We're adding it now that the syrup is off the heat. You don't wanna add this in at the beginning and boil it together, because it will change the overall taste and flavor. Same thing goes if you're using vanilla extract. Don't add it in until the very end once it's off the heat. And then I'm just gonna do a nice big tablespoon of vanilla bean paste, and then we'll mix this in really good. Mix it in until it's nice and incorporated. Make sure there's no vanilla bean clumps. You're just left with this really pretty golden colored syrup with all your specks of vanilla bean. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous. And that's how you make vanilla bean syrup. It is so easy. Just make your simple syrup, add your vanilla bean paste, give it a stir, and it's ready to go. This right now is ready to be used in any recipe. If you want to use it right away, you definitely can. If you're not using it today, you're waiting for your morning coffee tomorrow, just let it cool down for about 1 hour to 2 hours on the counter, on the table, and then put it in your storing vessel. Again, a mason jar, syrup bottle, and put that in the refrigerator. Since there's no like preservatives in here, the syrup will go bad if you leave it on the counter, okay? So just leave it on the counter for 2 hours, let it cool, but then you do want to put it in the refrigerator so it doesn't grow bacteria and mold, because it will grow mold and bacteria, and it will grow it fast, like 2-3 days fast. Definitely make sure you're refrigerating your homemade syrups. Please, please, please. Right now, I'm just going to taste test it. Make sure that I don't need any more salt or any more vanilla bean paste. It is hot, so be careful. I love the little specks of vanilla bean. It's so pretty. Oh, baby. It's yum. I do think I want just a little bit more salt. Just a little, to bring a little bit more of that sweetness and vanilla bean flavor out. This isn't gonna make your syrup overly salty. It really just helps bring out the flavor a little bit more. But that's why I like to taste it afterwards, because then you can just make that small tweak of adding a little bit more salt. You can also add more vanilla bean paste if you want. I love the vanilla flavor. I just want a little bit more sweetness to come through, and I think the salt really does a good job of that. Just stirring to make sure the salt completely dissolves. Taste test one more time, make sure it's perfect now. Perfect. Oh, it's so perfect now. See, that's the reaction you want to have when you taste the syrup. So good. Not just like a, it's pretty good. No, no, no. Should be like, zam, diggity. I'm gonna pour it in this mason jar just so you can see the really pretty color. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I am gonna get a rubber spatula just to make sure I'm getting all of the syrup goodness out of here. There's some left behind. We don't want her getting left behind. She's too yummy. And I don't know if you could tell the texture of the syrup, but it's already like decently thick. You know, it's not quite water texture. It's a little bit thicker than that because we've been boiling off a lot of the liquid. You should be left with about 8 ounces of syrup. So that's exactly what we have here. Perfect cup of syrup. If you want more than this, definitely double the batch. If you want less, make half. But can you see the specks of vanilla bean in there? Oh my gosh. So pretty. But the texture is thin, but not too thin. Thick, but not too thick. It's just right. Absolutely delicious. This flavor is just phenomenal. Like I said, you can add this to coffee, a vanilla bean latte with espresso and milk, and the syrup would be perfect. You can do vanilla bean cold foam, add a tablespoon of the syrup with 2 tablespoons, 2% milk, 3 tablespoons heavy whipping cream. Froth that together with a handheld milk frother and pour that over any drink of choice. You can use this to make whipped cream. Add it to a matcha latte, chai latte, add it on top of pancakes, add it on top of some ice cream, whatever you want. This is so, so, so yummy. You absolutely have to give this one a try. Again, if you don't want vanilla bean, you just want regular vanilla syrup, do vanilla extract instead of the vanilla bean syrup. Everything is exactly the same, just extract instead of vanilla bean paste. As a reminder, let this cool, then put a lid on it and pop it in the fridge. It will be good in the fridge for up to 3 weeks. And then you can just take out as much as you want, put it in your drinks and enjoy. That is how you make homemade vanilla bean syrup. I will be making a vanilla bean latte in a future video, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. I hope this video showed you just how simple making a homemade syrup can be. Promise you're going to fall in love with this vanilla bean syrup. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah. Got a blast.